Welcome to Another Look, a film podcast where we go back and discuss a filmmaker's body of work, from their hits to their misses, and as well as genres, eras, movements, and everything in between. On this week's episode, we discuss the films dealing with Hollywood and the movie business. Show business, we got the glitz and the glamour. I'm Ian Killian.
I'm Jordan Marchino.
Joe Dante.
And Ben Riley.
We're not actually here with Joe Dante. We're here with
I
local celebrity Nick Creekbaum. I saw him in the newspaper today. For what?
Playing with toys.
Playing with dolls.
Wait, was that in the paper today?
Yeah. So that's cool. How's everybody doing?
Pretty good.
Good.
Not pushing up daisies yet.
Hey, that's good, man.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of people have been.
R.I.P. John Hurt.
And
Yeah.
Emmanuel Riva.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I saw
Who we
that.
just talked about. Yeah.
So Joe Dante, what did you watch recently?
Yeah. I haven't really watched anything besides movies in theaters, but
You can't talk about them?
well,
So movies?
well, I'm not going to bring them up because I feel like they'll get brought up from others, but
By who?
I watched went on a buying spree lately and got a
What's
shit,
new?
shit ton of Blu-rays from overseas, directly from Arrow. And one of them that I got was Maniac Cop.
Mm.
I watched that.
Is that with the fat chin guy?
Yeah.
Robert Z
Yeah.
or something like that?
Bruce
And-
Campbell's in that.
Yeah, and Tom Atkins, and I liked it a lot. You saw it, didn't you, Ben?
I watched it on Shudder when I first got Shudder.
Oh, cool.
Really grimy,
I'm
Yeah.
thinking of Samurai Cop. I'm not Maniac Cop.
but the Maniac Cop does kind of fit that description that you
Yeah.
were just saying.
Okay. You know what I'm talking about? Robert Zardis or whatever?
I can
sounds
see it in my
familiar.
head
He
right
looks like
now.
a
The
fucking,
cover of
he looks like
Samurai
a catcher's
Cop.
mitt or something.
Yeah, his long hair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one was a slasher, and I liked it. It just didn't really blow me away.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
Chopping Mall did.
Chopping Mall I like a lot.
Why?
What?
What about it?
It's just
Joe
cool,
Dante
low
has something to
budget.
do with that,
It's
doesn't
just
he?
a cool
I
low
don't know.
budget horror movie. I don't know. It's just goofy.
Roger Corman, right?
Yeah, but Joe Dante.
Yeah,
worked-
Joe Dante
I
and
think
him
he
are
might have
pretty
had-
cool.
I
so.
think he had something to do with that one, but I'm not positive. No, that actually doesn't make sense. That's
With
too
Chopping
late.
Mall? I'm not too sure.
Yeah, that doesn't. It's too late. Joe Dante was already like successful
Doing
and past. Yeah.
But to sum up that really shitty review that I just gave of Maniac Cop, it's good or whatever I said.
Yeah.
If
But
you
it
like
didn't blow me away.
if you like slashers and you like, I can't even explain it because wasn't
Yeah, it's
that
kind of
exploit-
hard to explain.
Exploitation?
not
Who? This is Arrow.
yeah. It's
Is Maniac Cop that hard to fucking talk about?
no, it's not hard to talk about, but it wasn't
we should
that
get Squid on here because
special.
he likes that movie.
Does
Yeah.
he get killed in the beginning, or is he just bad from the beginning?
He's just from
I just
the
remember,
beginning.
you just see him start killing random civilians,
Yeah.
and then you find out that he's a cop.
It's
He's a
just
maniac
dark,
cop.
grimy fucking
Bruce
slasher
Campbell
movie,
is a
and I
cop, and
recommend
then
it.
he gets
He's a good cop.
and he gets framed for
yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
So you like it?
Yeah, on a rainy
Cool.
day, it's worth watch.
Cool. All right, Jordan, what have you been watching?
I watched, besides Shopping Mall, which sucks, I watched The Earrings of Madame De, which is a Max Ophuls
Okay, so
movie.
you think Chopping Mall sucks, and you don't think whatever the fuck pearl earring or pearl necklace or whatever the fuck you were watching. Go ahead. Go ahead.
What?
Yeah, Madame De. It's
Madame
directed by Max.
Dory.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's Max Ophuls, who's like the pioneer of the tracking shot. He's basically the major inspiration for the visuals from anybody like Paul Thomas Anderson to Stanley Kubrick.
You did Marion Bed? Is that the same
No,
guy?
that's Ellen Renee.
Oh, okay.
But
okay.
that has amazing tracking
Yeah, that's
shots,
what made me
so
think
I
of that.
can see that. This is a little older, but
Okay.
has a very simple story, but it's like super charming and funny, and I was surprised by that. But the camera work is as good as they say, I don't think I've ever seen a movie older than this that moves as much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I thought that was pretty incredible, and obviously the influence shines so much in
Yeah.
other movies.
How old was it?
It's early 50s.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it was great. I loved it. I've never seen it before, and I've been meaning to check it out for a very long time.
Cool. What about you, Ben?
Back in May, I got into this random thing where I was watching all the Jason movies. I got burned out at Jason Takes Manhattan. But then I wanted to watch this documentary that was on Shudder. It's called Crystal Lake Memories. It's
Okay.
like the complete history. It's 7 hours long.
Did we watch some of that?
No,
Yeah.
that's his name is Jason, which I
Okay.
don't know why there's two documentaries that
Did
are
they
kind
both-
of
did
similar.
they make them the same people make
I'm
both of
not
them?
Never
sure.
Sleep Again are same people that made
Yeah,
that, right?
Yeah,
That's
that's
right.
the Nightmare on Elm Street.
I've seen
one.
that one, which I really liked.
Yeah. That one's not quite as long because Nightmare on Elm Street has what 7?
7 or 8
Seven
movies.
I
or
wish
eight.
so bad they would come out with something like that for Halloween.
They probably will.
They probably could, but
But Crystal Lake
mean-
Memories is sweet.
yeah, I watched it in like 3 or 4 parts because
Mhm.
it's very long. But if you watch it by section, because you can like each movie is its own like 30 to 45-minute section, so once you get through like a section, you could stop, and it doesn't feel like it's as. It's
Yeah,
like a TV. It's
overwhelming,
almost like a
yeah.
TV.
I put it
season.
on sometimes just to fucking
Yeah,
do other
it's
shit.
also good background stuff because some of the stuff about like they're not all super interesting because
Yeah.
some of the movies are pretty terrible in my opinion.
Yeah, but that might, I know in the Freddy one, like some of the worst, like Nightmare on Elm Street 2 was one of the more entertaining stuff because they talk about how
I
like.
don't even think that one's
problems
the
on
worst
set.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but a lot of people think that.
Yeah.
And it's funny because they talk about how they had no idea that there was so much gay kind of like
Oh, yeah.
subtext in it, which
funny
is like
'cause
how the
I
hell
did.
when you watched it.
Not
but-
as a
The
child,
cop,
but
Yeah.
the gym teacher's gay in it, isn't he?
he's
No.
into like S&M.
Oh, okay, then never mind. I thought he was.
But yeah, there's a million things in it that would make you to believe people are gay or something's gay about it. And apparently they had no idea when they were making it. They literally
you
throw
can
ball.
definitely see it.
Yeah,
but-
it's so obvious.
yeah.
Now, did that Crystal Lake Memories? Does that cover the remake? I forget. Does it go up that far? I know it covers
I
Freddy
hope
Yeah, it
versus
does.
Jason.
Oh,
It does.
does it?
It does.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was made in 2013.
Okay,
So the
then-
remake is from like 2009.
Mm-hmm.
Is any of the same people involved?
The remake?
Yeah.
I think Sean S. Cunningham for the
He was
rights, but
He started reproducing a like Jason Goes to Hell, which I'm gonna say that's one of the worst fucking
That
movies
was
I've
on
ever seen in my life.
AMC
I liked
or
it.
something recently. Me and Donovan tried to watch it. It was
Yeah.
fucking boring.
It
it's my
sucks.
least favorite one. But I still like it.
It's about Jason's soul. Like he gets killed in the beginning, and then his soul
When it goes
like
into that black dude.
detaches.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
part we got.
He like starts eating the heart or something. I
Yeah, it was
forget.
fucking
On
boring.
the documentary, the director is almost like, "Well, we're just trying something new. I know everybody hates it, but
Do you like Jason X more than that?
You give it a high rating.
I think Jason X was really.
I think Jason
That
is it
one guy
Takes
didn't.
Manhattan.
Jason.
Takes Manhattan.
I think from then until X,
Yeah, that one
they're
sucks.
all bad.
I like Manhattan too, but it's bad.
I like the idea.
Once he
like, I
leaves
think
Crystal Lake, don't give.
I love the
shit.
poster for the Jason Takes Manhattan where it's the I Heart New York. but
That
it's
idea is
Jason coming
cool,
out of it.
but the movie
yeah, it's like a
is-
gimmick of an idea. Like,
Yeah.
what would it be like with him crawling the streets of Manhattan? Which
Yeah.
could be cool, but it's not.
No, but yeah, I would recommend that documentary if you're bored and you like Friday the 13th.
I really want to watch it.
Cool.
What about you?
I watched. Speaking of Roger Corman, I watched Death Race 2050. I was just in the mood for something trashy and shitty.
And it was probably.
I mean, I liked it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Does it
I
have
knew what
anything to do with Death Race, the movie, the Jason Statham?
Okay,
movie?
No,
well,
that's
that's a
a
remake.
remake
Okay.
of original Roger Corman.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
so
it's like
Death-
a sequel to
Death
the
Race
original.
2000 was the 70s Roger Corman movie, and then that Universal or something like that bought the rights of that, and then they made like these fucked up Mad Max, Fast and Furious type of movies that you were talking about with Jason Statham.
I like that one.
This is a sequel to the 70s one. It's like Tim and Eric, like because it has a bunch of things like flashing on the screen of like points and like futuristic like advertisements and like for goofy shit, and then there's like some dark satire. Everybody's like fucking poor or like rednecks or like trashy people. Like they go through like certain areas and. It's really stupid and gory. They get points from hitting pedestrians and
Yeah.
killing pedestrians. But it was fun.
Sounds like hobo with a shotgun type shit.
It's
exploitation.
exploitation. Yeah.
Exploitation.
Yeah. So was Maniac Cop
Yeah.
and Chopping Mall.
Yeah.
The director of that movie was on WTF
Yep,
with
that's-
Mark.
So
Maron.
was Roger Corman.
yeah, that was
Yeah,
all the
so-
same episode.
So
Yeah.
I listened to that and
That's random.
it's so funny like when he's talking about like the background of that movie because he's made a legit movie before.
Mhm.
Yeah, you heard it right.
Yeah.
And he said like yeah, it's just like weird to go back. Go do this where it's like these cars are made from cardboard and like sheet metal and stuff and. I guess the director's not sure if he wants to do more
It sounds
crazy
kind of
stupid
tough.
shit.
No, he sounds like he's in a bad situation.
Yeah.
He's
So
like,
yeah,
he's
what
like-
do you just keep making these like shitty movies and knowing that they're shitty.
And
You know
your
what I mean?
reputation
Yeah.
can't like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, look who came out of them. You know. So, but I recommend it if you like that stuff. I probably wouldn't like watch it again. You know, if it's on.
I saw
sure.
5 minutes of it, and they had those like pop-up bios and stuff at
Yeah,
the beginning.
yeah. It's real stupid.
Yeah.
Like this lady is in like this robot, like sentient car, and it like vibrates her, and she's like moaning the whole time. It's awesome. It's cool. And then
Nick shakes his head, but he likes that stuff until someone else talks about it.
yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he wasn't listening.
I
to
never
me.
watched it. I
No,
never.
You weren't listening to me.
I like Death Race.
Yeah,
Jason
remake.
Statham.
Yeah.
the one that's serious.
Yeah, I like that.
And it's probably dumber.
But what-
this is actually kind of smart because it had some really like it's very overt satire, but it was like pretty funny.
Universal likes their fucking car movies because that's the Fast and the
Yeah.
Furious stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roger Corman had that title too, as he
Yeah.
talked about in that
Yeah.
episode.
Oh yeah. Well, isn't there an old Fast and Furious? Maybe.
Yeah, it's not like the movies, but there's a movie in the 50s called Fast and
Yeah,
Furious,
yeah.
which was a Roger Corman
Yeah.
movie.
And there's an old Gone in 60 Seconds movie.
Yeah.
and- yeah. Car movies are sick, dude. Cars are cool. What do you drive, Nick?
Hamster SUV.
Cool. Nice. So Ben, what did we watch?
Well, first we watched Matinee, which was directed by Joe Dante and written by Charlie Haas. It was released in 1993 and it stars John Goodman, Kathy Moriarty, and Simon Fenton. The plot synopsis is a showman introduces a small coastal town to a unique movie experience and capitalizes on the Cuban Missile Crisis hysteria with a kitschy horror extravaganza combining film effects, stage props, and actors in rubber suits in this salute to the B movie.
What year was this?
1993.
Okay. I mean, instantly, I thought it was like Alfred Hitchcock. They had the side portrait of him.
Yeah,
you
they
know?
do. Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of Alfred Hitchcock, I laughed at that part when he's like, Mr.
The
Hitchcock.
gas station guy.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah. There's a lot of with this movie. It made me miss working at a theater.
Yeah, me too.
Like there's
When
like
he's putting the standee.
yes,
he's
I wrote that
struggling
down.
with that.
Struggling with the standee build, like
Yeah.
building a standee. You know, it's funny. Both of these movies, there's popcorn fights in the theaters. Yeah, it made me miss working in a theater for sure.
Yeah, and it's funny because I didn't really put it together when we were combining the two together, but they both are like have to do with B movie stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do like Joe Dante. Some of it, it's I like his influences. I like the idea of it, but sometimes it just like really doesn't work. Like the whole.
I think up to a point as
Yeah,
far like
yeah.
lately, yeah, not so much.
But you know,
Of course,
But,
like everybody drops off.
what
Yeah.
those little gremlin guys, they're
I
cute.
love those
What
little
has he
gremlin
made
guys.
lately?
The whole
Is that
The Barry,
it's a kids movie.
What's the X one? Daring Up
Daring
the
Your
X.
with
Ex.
Anton
Oh,
Yelkin.
Anton.
Yeah,
I
That
wanted
was-
to see that.
Not that good.
Yeah, I heard it wasn't very good, but
yeah. I wanted to watch it, but you warned me. You're like,
Yeah.
don't watch it.
Yeah. No, what's cool about his movies is that they're like kind of like exploitation-y, but they have an interesting subtext all the time, like this one.
And he mixes like the good like kiddie like like you can bring kids to these movies, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
there's some dark drama, you know, there's dark horror elements. He mixes it all, and I think he does it very smoothly.
This was PG, I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
Can you put the mic to your mouth, like bend it towards you so you don't have to like reach weird? Yeah, cool. But yeah, it was PG. I did like kind of like not care at some moments where it's like, some of the relationship shit with the kids. Like, I was
Yeah, I would agree.
There's honestly nothing to care about. There's
Yeah,
no real.
yeah.
It's just a movie for.
It's just like
people.
fun.
Yeah, exactly, and
it's,
that's fine.
It's fun, and it's like a snapshot of an era.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it talks. You know, like the Cold War stuff is interesting because it kind of goes like art is better than
What stuff?
the Cold War stuff.
Oh yeah.
Because it's
Cuban
during
Missile Crisis.
Cuban Missile Crisis, and they're in Key West, Florida for that reason. So they have parents and all that stuff doesn't really matter. You know.
Yeah.
It's all about what's John Goodman's name?
Lawrence Woolsey.
Yeah, him basically exploiting that situation and making a movie about it, which is awesome. Did any of you guys watch the full length version of Mant?
I heard that there was
Yeah.
a way
Did you?
to.
Yeah, I watched it. It's only 15 minutes long.
Oh, okay.
And
I heard they filmed it. They filmed
Yeah,
it
before
like
the mo-
yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that shit.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't think this movie would be nearly as fun without that
Without me.
in it. Yeah.
Did you notice? I'm sure Jordan did. Did you notice the one actress in the movie?
In Man?
Yeah, she's like the shopping cart lady. You remember the part with the shopping cart?
Yeah, yeah.
It's Naomi Watts. She's
no.
in it for like a couple
Yeah,
seconds.
I noticed.
I don't think I even noticed. I don't think I
her, but I
noticed
was like,
that, yeah.
is that actually? I didn't know
Yeah,
if
it
it
is.
was her. or
I
not.
thought that looked exactly like her, so that makes sense.
But
That's
she
really
wasn't
funny.
famous back then, so it
Yeah.
was just a job. I'm
She
sure.
seemed older.
In the movie, in that part,
Yeah, then
she
she
was
would
probably
have
in
been.
her early 20s.
Well, wasn't Heather Graham like 30?
Yeah.
she was like 40 when she was
so,
drugstore cowboy.
so maybe you're not the great with age.
Yeah.
But I did. Yeah, I love the shopping cart that has like it's sentient and it
Runs over the bad
Yeah.
guys.
And but it's funny to talk about those movies, but like, do you like fucking Herbie Lovebug or whatever? Like,
Herbie Hancock and no, I know. I don't watch that shit.
Yeah,
No.
but there's like an era for those that
It's
work.
important.
Yeah,
This stuff is
exactly.
important.
Yeah.
Just like Ed Wood was important, which we'll get to later.
Exactly. These things, these gimmicks. No, I don't want to fucking go to Smell-O-Vision. But you know what? That's like it's
Tomarama.
It's kind of cool,
Yeah. That's why you're always interested, and it's all just like 3D. I'm sure I would have cared more about 3D way back then.
Yeah.
To see like House of Wax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
And
my Bloody Valentine 3D?
I at that point was funny because most of the theaters weren't equipped or ready to
Yeah.
play 3D then,
Yeah.
so everybody had it, but no one could watch it in
Yeah.
3D.
I had so much fun seeing that movie in 3D.
That was the
it
remake,
good
though.
3D?
Yeah, the remake. Yeah, it was the gimmicky eyeball coming at you and
yeah.
stuff
You
like
could
that.
you could tell what it was.
That
in
was the
2D,
first
of
3D
course.
movie I ever saw.
Yeah.
so
I don't
What
think
about
I've
like
ever,
Spy Kids?
I didn't see any of this.
You didn't see Spy Kids 3D?
I don't remember.
That was
I
red and
doubt- I
that
doubt
one.
it.
That was the big one when we were all kids, and it
Yeah.
was you had the red and blue
Oh,
glasses.
Yeah.
The
Oh, Shark Boy and Lava Girl. I saw
Yeah.
that
Well,
one.
back
Yeah.
to Friday the 13th, part 3 is
Yeah.
in 3D
Yeah.
too.
Yep.
So like those gimmicks, I mean, we
Alfred
still
Hitchcock made the 3D movie. The
Yeah.
I can't remember. I can't think of what it's called
Dial
right
M
now.
for
Sure.
Yes, Dial M for
yeah,
Murder.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that was
Wait,
3D.
that one's 3D?
Yeah.
What exactly in the movie? I don't, because I've seen that movie, but I
No,
can't.
you're
think-
right. It's nothing would be. It's more
Well,
like
it did like cool like light stuff. I remember lighting. There's some cool
I don't
lighting
know.
tricks
Yeah,
in that
but
movie.
it's a cool movie. But you're right. I don't remember
But
anything.
those gimmicks are cool, and they still try to fucking do it. Like you go to those theaters, those big things that like rumble,
Yeah.
seat rumblers
Yeah.
and shit.
I don't know because I was just telling Jordan they discontinued 3D TVs now.
Really?
Yeah.
Probably don't sell well.
It doesn't work at the home level.
My 3D TV's stupid. I only got it because it was cheap.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I notice things with 3D when I go to a 3D movie where I have to sit back far, and maybe when you're in your home, like you know what I mean. To me, to like really like have like a pleasant view, I always sit in the back during a 3D movie because it hurts my eyes.
Yeah, I don't like. Well,
Yeah.
we just saw Resident Evil in 3D, and that surprisingly wasn't.
It was decent 3D,
that was
but
like
it was
gimmicky,
too much.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
It didn't give me
Paul
headache,
W.S.
though.
Anderson is one of those guys that's actually okay with it.
Yeah,
It's just that that movie gave me a headache, but not because of the 3D.
Like Transformers would be a nightmare.
No,
watching
one of the
3D.
Transformers also had good 3D.
Which
Really?
one?
Probably like Dark Side of the Moon.
Oh, the
But
second one is the one I was thinking of. That
I
was-
doubt that was even in 3D.
so there's also those other gimmicks where like the nurse
They have
Yeah.
you sign the thing.
Oh
and
yeah.
they spread the rumors like, oh, don't go see this movie.
yeah,
it'll kill
you. have to sign off or you'll have a
Yeah.
heart attack.
And those
Yeah.
guys out front picketing who was
Yeah.
hired by.
Yeah,
Yeah, that stuff's fun.
Yeah.
The local there's no such thing as like a theater environment where this theater only goes to this town
yeah.
for this week or something,
Yeah.
and it's just a local engagement.
Now, of recent memory of like things that were like that like notorious and big was for me was Paranormal.
Absolute
Activity.
Paranormal Activity.
Because it
Absolutely.
was small run and
No one knew what it
Word of
was
mouth got
exactly.
around.
word of mouth,
real
and people were just
fast.
like, it is the most fucking frightening thing.
The website would list it would keep listing more and more theaters every week.
They had a
Ye-
great marketing.
Yeah, you had to do that thing where you requested it on that site.
Yep.
My town's
State College was
Yeah,
the closest
State
it
College
came
got
until
it.
it went wide.
And look
Yeah.
what that happened. That turned into a fucking huge
Yeah.
franchise.
And it's like at the time, in certain eyes, these gimmicks are cool.
Well, that's why I like Blair Witch. That's why I like the first Paranormal because it works.
Blair Witch. That was
word of mouth. I even saw
Cloverfield too.
Yeah, Cloverfield.
Me and Nick were obsessed to try to figure out what that fucking monster looked like, and we found out it looked like Rosie O'Donnell.
yeah.
Rosie O'Donnell, that fucking stupid meme.
Cloverfield monster reveal.
It's like Saddam Hussein and Rosie O'Donnell mixed together.
Like the white shirt, hairy chest.
But and like there's like the smell-o-vision.
How the hell do they do the smell-o-vision? That's one thing I don't get.
We actually, when we worked at the cinema center, one of the Spy Kids 4 had the scratch and sniff cards that you were told to smell.
Oogie Loves have something like that too, or like
probably.
Or a kids movie had like you smell a banana.
It's
the fucking.
Now they squirt water in your face.
Yeah.
They shake your seat.
Well, you
they
ever go to, like,
zap you.
Disney and stuff. Those theater
D-Box.
and also like Terminator.
Yeah.
You know,
Terminator Universal Studios.
and he runs out on stage and shit. Yeah, that's funny.
Well, they did this I don't know if this was just for this movie, but back in '99 or whenever this movie came out, when I saw Batman and Robin
97.
opening weekend, it was during the summer, or not during the summer. I think it came out in winter. But anyway, they would blast the AC.
Oh,
almost every time Mr. Freeze would come on the screen.
Yeah.
And I
Too
knew
bad
that
that
they were
movie
doing.
sucks.
I remember them talking about it. I don't know if because I think I saw that in theaters. I don't remember that happening, but I remember that being like on
It is
advertisements or something.
That is
Yeah.
kind of cool.
One of the things I like about Mant in Matinee is that they'll shoot scenes where what you're watching on the screen is looking back and saying, "Look behind you,"
Oh, yeah.
and stuff.
Well,
Except that little idiot kept fucking it up.
he
Yeah.
punched that. He punched the kid. Well, I remember when I saw District 9. Les, the manager of Cinema Center came out and was like, "Hey, before we start the movie, we have a warning to tell you. There's an alien in our theater." And like he like showed like a flashlight on Donnie, and Donnie's like, "Ah!" and, like ran away. It was so fucking stupid. And
Man, I remember when they used to do that
Yeah.
weird like midnight show type
and
things.
like Les would come out. I remember he did something with like Watchmen too.
Really?
Yeah, like cops are here,
Yeah.
something like that.
Was he told to do that, do you think?
No,
or was
this
that
is
his idea?
all. This is
Yeah,
all.
no, I don't think so.
Yeah, I remember him having flashlights. I think Troxer also had a flashlight.
Yeah.
That had like, and they're like, and Donnie was in the theater, and they shined it up on Donnie, and he's like, I'm an alien. It was awesome. That's the gimmick that I fucking love. No, but man, John Goodman is sick. He's perfect for like that era. Because he's great in all the Coen Brothers movies for that era. He just looks fucking sick in Suspenders. You know,
And he's not even really in he's in the movie a lot,
Yeah.
but I was they focus on the kids a lot
Yeah.
too, so he wasn't even in it as
That
much
took
as
me
I
by
was
surprise.
expecting.
That whole element of the movie took me by surprise.
The kids?
the dynamic with the kids. Yeah.
yeah, I thought it was. I didn't know what the perspective was.
Yeah, I didn't really.
I
either.
didn't know who's like if it was like before the movie. I didn't know if it was gonna follow John Goodman or something.
I assumed it would have.
Me too.
yeah, and it doesn't.
Yeah.
He's just kind of part of it.
Yeah. And there's like moments story wise that kind of like lose me, but then pick back up. Like I think it kind of like climaxes early or something. I feel, and then like, but anyway, John Goodman rules the
It's-
American.
I think the ending is really fun.
There's
Like all the stuff with
yeah.
where like the
They're
theater
chasing-
starts.
Yeah.
Like they fuck up this theater completely for one
The
show.
balcony
Yeah.
like breaks apart.
Yeah.
it's because that little greaser kid
Yeah.
fucks up. But
Fucking
that's what they
moron
do. They do
Harvey.
lots of like
Yeah.
Leave It to Beaver type
Very
quick,
true. Yeah.
quick. And
That's Joe Dante,
Yep.
like in a nutshell.
They like get rid of. They have like dramatic moments. Then they're like when they get trapped in the fallout shelter.
Yeah.
It's like 5 minutes. You know what I
Yep.
mean? It's you think that they could set that up to be like a big point of the movie, but it's
Yeah.
almost like just one sitcom-y
Yep.
kind of thing.
And you could tell this is like very personal. This is a
Yeah.
very personal movie. Like this
Yeah.
is from his experience, his love of movies. This is definitely a love letter. Both
Right.
both
Because
his
this is like
movies-
the time he grew up. Like
Yeah,
this is
exactly.
where
I
it's
I read
set.
that he would be the same age as the kid
Yeah.
who stars in the movie.
You know, this is the thing. Like, and it's so fun to follow a kid who is just like obsessed with this stuff too, because I think we can relate. You know,
Yeah.
of
Absolutely.
being like just enamored by these fucking monsters.
Had
in
all
these
those
movies.
magazines scattered around
Exactly.
his room.
Yep.
And John Goodman's character is inspired by people like
Oh yeah.
Roger Corman,
Yeah.
specifically
Yeah.
William Castle. Who,
Yeah, William Castle. That's who I was
Yeah.
trying to think of who did all
Yeah.
those movies with the
Yeah.
gimmicks.
And
The
Yeah.
thing he's famous for is producing Rosemary's Baby, which he wanted to direct and got denied.
That Mant poster was so much looked like that poster for the movie Them. Did you ever see
Yeah,
that?
that's
Yeah.
a giant ant movie too. Yeah.
And also Mant looked great. The effect, the mask,
Yeah.
Yeah.
looked so awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it is awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, and there's like I like how it's. I hear the fucking cat hitting shit or something. I like that it's like he's John Goodman's like he's not a great guy. You know, he's greedy.
Absolutely. He's typical.
But he has these like
you'll see him in Barton
He's
Fink.
not really
He's like
slimy though.
no.
no. He does plenty of things that show that he's a good person.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. But like he's passionate about it.
Yeah.
He'll just do anything to get his
Yeah. Get a buck, excite people.
his-
You know.
yeah, because he likes doing it.
Yeah.
You know?
It's just like Ed Wood.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it's the fuck. What was I gonna say? I don't know. Doesn't matter, I guess. Oh, those two guys. Dick Miller. Dick Miller rules.
He's in
Yeah,
every one of
Yeah.
Joe Dante's
and
movies.
the other guy, the tall guy, was John Sayles, who did Lone Star.
Oh.
And I just watched recent one of his movies. It was like the Go Sisters or something like that. The Let Go Sisters or something. He just
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
The music, did you get?
The music sounded like Problem Child or something.
Jerry
like,
Goldsmith
real
does
good.
all of Joe Dante's movies up until he died. So
When did he die?
I'm not sure, but
I didn't notice the music technically really, but
it's just like fun. Like,
yeah, like
Yeah.
zany.
yeah.
It is also kind of funny how because we can talk about that character who he what's the main kid's name? I can't remember.
Gene
Gene, yeah, that's right. He's played by a Fenton actor. I can't remember.
Simon Fenton.
And that girl he kind of ends up going on a date with is kind of like, you're all gonna die, when they
Oh,
all
yeah,
do like
yeah,
the drills.
Yeah, yeah.
The
and
big
stuff like
sister
that.
from Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
Ah.
I noticed her.
Yeah, and I think that's funny because it's just kind of also goes into that theme that like are over like this paranoia type
Yeah.
stuff because everybody's overreacting, or maybe
Or call her a communist.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that funny? You know what? You can relate this movie to today in so many
I
ways.
think
for sure.
I think
in so
those
many ways.
the
yeah.
atomic bomb shots are just like frightening to see. Cause,
that dream sequence is sick.
oh yeah, when
And
he goes, when he
it
thinks
blows
his
the
dad.
fucking
yeah.
And that guy walking around with his little radio, the theater manager,
Yeah,
and
just
he has his
paranoid
own
as fuck.
fallout shelter in the theater. He's terrified.
Another like common theme with Joe Dante stuff is like there's no father figure in like his movies, I guess. Like at least in the whole,
Yeah, he has a single. That's a single. No, the father is off by.
yeah, but it's
by
usually
the
like, there's
crisis,
like
yeah.
usually the mom is like a bigger character. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
I think he has Zach Galligan has his dad in Gremlins, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Well,
'Cause
I'm
his
sure
dad's
it's
the
not for every
His
movie,
dad's the
but-
inventor, but yeah, it's just like it's a noticeable thing. But his dad's also like always overworked and not paying attention to his son. You know what I mean? So there's
Tom
always
Hanks doesn't pay attention to his son in The Burbs, really.
Yeah.
So,
I haven't
Yeah.
seen that movie in forever.
Burbs is awesome.
yeah.
hell yeah.
But yeah, I definitely like this movie. It was a lot
was
of fun.
fun.
And that's a movie with Joe Dante or movies with Joe Dante. His good ones when they're on, you can just watch them over and over.
Yeah, this is very engaging.
I like-
and
Go ahead.
not super. There's not a lot of conflict in it,
Yeah.
but that's okay. It's just fun.
yeah.
I like.
It's-
Oh, good. I'm sorry. Not trying to cut you off.
No, it's okay. It's basically a movie for movie lovers.
Yeah.
and that's-
It's a love
that's
letter
where-
for
yeah.
What were you gonna say, Nick?
Well, I was just gonna say that even though it felt like a 50s movie,
Yeah.
it also still felt like, of course, a 90s movie too, and I like that about it too.
Yeah. I can see that. It made me nostalgic for other like certain eras. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
like Blast from the Past and stuff. Did you see
Yeah.
that movie?
Yep.
Yeah.
Multiple. It definitely made me nostalgic for like different eras, especially like like those 50 movie gimmicks, that we never lived through, but like
Yeah.
There was an era in the 90s that was nostalgic, just like we're going through now, and I think this was part of it.
oh yeah.
Well, yeah, Ed Wood comes out a year
Yeah,
after
exactly.
this. So.
There's definitely like waves of nostalgia for sure. Yeah. But yeah, I would give it like a 3.5 because it's definitely not something I like adore, but I liked it.
I'll give it a 4. I like it a lot.
I'd give it a 3.5.
I would also give it a 3.5.
Yeah, it's
I'm the
No, I love
Yeah.
Joe Dante. It's not my favorite of
Yeah.
his, but it is
no,
a lot of fun.
I agree.
I
I
liked
think
it.
I
Yeah.
think The Burbs is probably my favorite.
yeah, or Grammys.
Yeah.
Grammys is cool.
I don't think I've ever seen Gremlins 2.
It's good. I prefer
He directed
Gremlins.
that, didn't he?
but- Yeah.
And there's the hot gremlin in it with her tits.
Hell yeah.
I
He did The Howling too.
Oh yeah, The Howling's pretty good. I don't
Yeah.
love The Howling.
I
though.
don't love The Howling either, but
Yeah.
I've never. I
What
don't
else?
know.
What else has he got? I know he's
Looney
got
Tunes. He did the
whole-
Looney
the
Tunes
Lo-
movie.
Yeah, the like 2000s one.
Back
like
in
two-
Action
yeah.
or whatever.
Oh, I didn't know he did that.
I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
He
I saw
loves that
yeah.
kind of shit though.
Yeah.
He loves Looney Tunes.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah. I mean, he loves animation, and there's a little
Yeah.
bit of animation in.
He's
Matinee.
Twilight Zone.
Oh yeah.
I like
Oh.
that part of the Twilight
Which one's
Zone.
his?
The
Beginning?
one with the kid.
Oh. Who directed? This is off
The
topic.
beginning is John Landis.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Steve
the
Spielberg.
scary one is what's his name? Mad Max guy.
George or
What, the one with the
George
John
Miller.
Lithgow?
George
Yeah.
Miller.
Yeah, it's George Miller.
And
Steven
then-
That
Spielberg's the
beginning part
age
scared
one.
me as a kid.
you will-
Steven Spielberg's one is the worst one, I think.
The one where they're like old and they wish
Yeah.
to be young. Yeah,
Who
I
did
like
the
it
John
still, though.
Landis's isn't that great either, but that one
His is more like a.
Yikes.
I don't like watching that one.
No, no.
for-
Who did the one with Dan Aykroyd when he turns around?
did
and-
that
That's the
one too.
beginning. Yeah,
Okay.
that's the intro.
intro.
Yeah.
That part used to scare the shit out of me.
I don't.
No,
I
it's
don't-
awesome.
I've never seen it. I've only seen the scene.
Oh, the scene.
I think everybody thinks the John Lithgow one's the best. Do you guys?
Is that the one on the plane?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like that whole movie, man. I
Oh,
like
dude, I agree. I love it.
It's fun.
I wanted Matt Reeves to do that Twilight Zone movie
oh, yeah,
so
I forgot
bad.
about that. That would have been
Yeah.
cool.
Oh yeah. Now
It's
he's
so
doing the-
ripe for so many different
Yeah.
interpretations.
But now, I mean, I don't know. Now they do the Black Mirror's doing
Anthology
stuff like that. And I think it's
stuff, yeah.
work. Yeah, there's a lot of anthology. Like
Twilight Zone came out again, didn't it? They tried to do it
Yeah.
again.
Did you
Re-
guys ever
Oh,
watch
really?
the
In the
Amazing
80s.
Stories?
What?
No.
No.
Steven
Steven
Spielberg.
Spielberg. Yeah, Joe Dante did 2 of those too.
I like Tales of the Dark Side.
It's
Nah,
pretty good.
I don't.
I think it's okay.
You like the cat
I
part?
just bought Creep
Dude, I
Show,
hated
too.
the cat part.
Oh man, I can't remember the other ones honestly.
The Mummy one with Steve Buscemi. He's awesome.
Oh, that one sucks.
He's mad nerd.
yeah.
Oh yeah. I
You know
remember
what? That one is pretty mediocre. That thing
Yeah,
is pretty
it-
mediocre.
it's-
I think I
it's
gave it a 3
okay.
out
It's
if I
not
like
great,
that
but-
stuff. Yeah.
The cat part is kind of cool. It's just like there's something about it that annoyed me.
And like a typical like such a like a gangster guy, a hitman, right?
Yeah, I
kill
read
a
that
cat.
short story
Oh, really?
with the because it's Stephen King. But anyway, so
We all love Matinee.
we liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I enjoyed it.
Now we're gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna look up pictures of John Goodman. So hold on. Brought to you by Doritos.
You gotta get those 3D ones, man.
So Ben, what else we watch?
We are going to be talking about Ed Wood. It was directed by Tim Burton, written by Scott Alexander and Larry Karaszewski. It was released in 1994. It stars Johnny Depp, Martin Landau, and Sarah Jessica Parker. The plot synopsis is the mostly true story of the legendary worst director of all time, who, with the help of his strange friends, filmed countless B-movies without ever becoming famous or successful.
I love this.
I love this. This
This
is my favorite Tim Burton movie.
Me too.
I think so too.
Oh.
Ooh, I think so too.
Oh, I forgot. No, I honestly think it's by far better than
Okay, what Oscars did it get?
Martin Landau.
Yeah, Martin Landau.
I think it won
nominated.
one other
He
one.
got nominated.
He won.
He won.
Oh, he won?
Yeah.
For Best supporting.
Yeah.
What was he up against?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But he's
was
he's
really good,
amazing.
dude. When I was young, I knew Bela Lugosi, and I thought,
It was
That
Martin
was him.
Landau.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's amazing.
He looked a lot. I mean, they probably put makeup on him, but for
They
that
did.
time, he looked a lot older than.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess
Yeah,
that
how,
makes sense.
how
He was
what-
just
he's-
on WTF, and he's like 88 now, I think.
Yeah.
I knew
yeah.
he wasn't that old from
They called
that
Bernie
movie.
Sanders a kid on that episode. Yeah.
That's really funny. Yeah, I love this movie.
This is your favorite Tim Burton movie? Really? For real?
No,
Dude, Batman is not my fucking favorite Tim Burton shit ever.
Me
It
neither.
never has been. I don't even know why you would think that.
I'm not like an enormous Tim Burton fan, but Batman might be top 5.
Maybe
Might be.
top 5, but not top. No.
Nick is getting his.
What would be
fucking
more than
panties
that? More
twisted.
than that for Tim Burton?
I like Sweeney Todd more. I like Beetlejuice more. I like Edward Scissorhands more.
I agree with all those.
I don't know if I like Edward Scissorhands.
Planet of the Apes. No, I'm just kidding.
I like the
Alice in
Dark
Wonderland.
Shadows.
Yeah, right.
I probably like Dark Shadows more than the first Batman.
You know what? They would be in the top. Batman Returns. at
Batman
least
Returns is probably my second.
Good. Thank God.
But I do
Dude,
like.
who fucking cares?
Or maybe my first.
I
'Cause
definitely
I
like.
don't really love Tim Burton.
Same here.
I do.
I don't.
Well, you have that.
I thought this movie.
You have that Nightmare Before Christmas chess piece.
I've never seen that. I've never seen The Night Before Christmas.
He actually didn't even
What's
direct
this?
that.
Yeah, that's the
Henry Selick.
Yeah, Coraline guy.
Yeah. Stefan.
Yeah, whatever.
I can't say his full name, but Stefan Kazapski, the
Polish. Yeah, Polish.
dude. This movie looked
Beautiful.
amazing.
Beautiful. The shot of the audience,
Yeah,
and it's just every head is like lit.
I
where you can't
absolutely
see their
love the way
faces.
this movie
Oh
looked.
man, it's so good.
I think if this wasn't black or white, it wouldn't look as good.
Dude, it would be a whole different movie.
Yeah.
It's funny
Oh,
because
yeah.
they tried to not let him make it in black
Yeah.
and white. He had to go to a different studio.
If he made it if it looked like how Edward Scissorhands looked, I could possibly still see it working. But I'm so glad it was black and white.
I just don't know.
it's not that type of movie.
It makes total sense.
It
why
feels
black.
like an Edward movie.
Like a
Like you know
Ed
what I
Wood
mean?
movie. Oh yeah.
It feels like just like
There's
that.
even aspects that are like disjointed with it.
Well,
Like
yeah. Like sometimes the settings aren't very good. Like it's like in a warehouse room. Or,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
all the
Or, like,
time.
you
Well,
could-
that's perfect for Ed
Yes.
Wood because that's the type of places he shot in.
it just really worked with the films from that era and also representing the real life from that era.
It's
you know
good
what I'm saying?
because it's not mocking
mocking
Ed Wood.
Yeah.
And did you guys ever see one of the Ed Wood movies?
I've seen Plan 9
Yeah.
from
I've
Outer
never-
Space.
That's all I've seen too. I've never seen Glenn or Glenda
Yeah.
which is the second most popular one.
Yeah.
Bride of the Monster.
Yeah, I've never seen any of
I've
that
never seen
stuff.
Right at the Atom.
Kind of like that better.
Yeah, that and it's funny. This is a good pick, Ben, because these movies work. These movies are both like love letters to a certain era.
It definitely feels like something Tim Burton would
Yeah, it's
want
like
to
it-
pay tribute
It
to.
doesn't
yeah.
feel exactly like his gothic Tim Burton style, but like you
No.
can definitely tell.
Like I don't think Ed Wood is like Tim Burton.
No.
You know,
No,
he would be
no,
more
no,
like
no.
John Waters or something.
But I can see
his
the love.
his influence.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
You know,
Speaking of John Waters, man, I thought Johnny Depp looked a lot like John Waters
Yeah.
when he got that
he
mustache.
could have played a John Waters.
I think Johnny Depp is great in this.
I
Yeah.
agree.
This is peak John.
Typically,
Yeah. John Boy.
I can't stand him anymore, but I liked him
What do
in
you mean
this.
you don't like Mad Hatter?
I never saw
Not a
him.
Mad
in
Hatter,
this.
dude.
I still like him, but
I
he just doesn't.
yeah.
He just, and I
Well,
appreciate.
Jordan has a Jack Sparrow tattoo.
I like Johnny Depp, but I haven't. You know, he like
Poor-
I appreciate.
poor guy.
He's
Now he just
boring
cashes in.
choices. Now,
I don't think they're boring. I just think they suck.
Yeah.
The
Like I appreciate him trying to help Kevin Smith, but he's so bad in those.
The score for this movie, also, I was like, wow, Howard Shore. I was surprised that he went away from Danny Elfman, but the
It's
Howard
good.
Shore score felt kind of sounded like Danny Elfman at some point.
I'll tell you what I
Howard
noticed.
Shore's great.
What I noticed the most was Swan Lake playing.
Oh
And,
yeah,
it plays multiple
with
times,
the
like
Bela
at the
Lugosi stuff.
yeah, and I'm
yeah.
like, that's interesting.
Man, the Bela Lugosi, I love when he's like in like the weird like little costume. He's wearing that hat. And he's coming out of his house. Oh, and he.
From the
The
Plan
very
9
end, the
movie.
very
yeah. The footage they use, but like when they're shooting it,
Mhm.
it's just a beautiful scene.
It's so like I don't know how because I don't think this is like exactly how everything happened
No,
per
no.
se. But
I-
the
he
Bela
never met
Lugosi
Orson
stuff
Welles
is
or
sad.
Yeah. Oh, it's very sad.
Yeah.
I think this is I think it's a sad. I think if he wasn't so optimistic all the time, it would be an incredibly depressing movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
you could make this into like a, like a dark anti-comedy
Yeah.
of just like shitty guy
Yeah.
making and like,
I didn't get that feel with the whole movie of it being sad.
you don't
Well,
think
Bela Lugosi's career is destroyed, and he's addicted to drugs, and
Oh
he can't get
yeah,
help.
but like
Ed
the
Wood's
feel of the movie, I felt like it was like
Well,
lighthearted for
I
the
feel
most
like
part.
it got tender. There's tender moments
Yeah.
with
yeah, he's
'cause
trying
there's a lot
to.
of
He's
heart in
genuinely
it.
trying to. He's just stupid.
it first kind of starts as a joke, like he's at Bela Lugosi's house and he's like, I'm really sleepy, I'll be right back, and then he does like a line of coke or something like that, or does some drug, and he comes
Morphine.
and he's
Yeah.
like, hey, what's up, guy? He's like, let's make it. He's really stoked, and then it sort of gets darker and darker, where like they're at that night shoot, and he's like, I don't know if I can do this, and then
What,
he
the
shoots,
octopus?
Yeah, then
Yeah,
he shoots up, and like it's like dark.
Yeah, they
It's-
turn his hand, and the crew guy
When he's
sees all
getting
his
makeup.
tracks marks
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
it's done lightly.
I never knew Bela Lugosi was a drug addict.
Well, why would you? Yeah,
Oh.
how would you?
Here's a little hint: all Hollywood stars are drug addicts,
Yeah.
dude. John Depp.
He is so funny because every time they bring up Boris Karloff,
That-
he's
that
just like,
stuff is
"Fuck
funny.
you!"
Yeah,
and
he's
it's so
Boris
funny.
Karloff can't smell my shit.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it definitely made me laugh
Like
a lot.
when I was making my notes, I had to stop myself because I was just writing down like lines that
Yeah.
make me
Oh,
laugh
yeah.
really hard.
It's really funny.
Yeah,
I think I like Tim Burton's sense of humor.
yeah,
It
especially in this time.
yeah, the
Yeah.
90s sense of humor. Like I think Edward Scissorhands is like is funnier than I would probably
Yeah,
assume it was.
Alan Art.
You know?
who plays the dad in
Alan
Edward's-
Arkin.
Yeah, he's funny in that.
Yeah, as a kid, I didn't really think it was funny. I mean, because it was just like weird, and I watched it. But I'm sure now, if I watched it, I'd pick up a lot more
Yeah.
humor.
90s Tim Burton. Man.
Is
Love
Batman's kind of funny?
Yeah.
Mm.
It has
You know,
it has moments. Yeah.
Yeah, with that stupid idiot in a costume.
Yeah. 90s Tim Burton.
That's
It's
that's the
goofy.
Tim Burton I like.
That's
Yeah,
the good shit.
yeah. We're 90s kids.
yeah.
yeah, we are.
Yeah.
That is true.
I mean, Beetlejuice and Batman 89 are great, obviously, too. But I feel like they fit into that same
What,
feel.
Is Beetlejuice 80s?
Yeah.
88. Yeah.
What's his first movie?
Pee-wee's.
Pee-wee.
Well,
Oh.
Frankenweenie
first
short.
Vincent.
studio,
Yeah.
first studio movie.
Okay.
Did that Vincent short too.
Yeah. Okay, but yes.
I
so
like
the first movie's Pee-wee.
Frankenweenie. I like
I like the
Frankenweenie?
new Frankenweenie.
Yeah,
that's
I
what
like-
I mean.
yeah.
I
I
like
didn't
that
see
one.
it.
I
I
like
don't
Corpse
care.
Bride, but I Big Fish. I like, but I
And it
can
was-
do without fucking Alice in Wonderland.
I think the
Dark
when he takes like the
Shadows. I like it, but I can do
adaptation
without it,
stuff, like the random movies.
Like I like Miss Peregrine, and obviously I could do
Yeah.
without it.
Mm,
I
I
like
didn't-
Big
I didn't
Eyes
see
too.
it.
I wanted to see Big Eyes just because I felt like that was real different.
Now-
than,
that was better than some
Yeah.
of his
Now, how do
newer
those
ones.
feel?
They still feel like Tim Burton. They don't feel
to
like
an extent.
Miss
yeah.
Peregrine
Yeah.
to me didn't feel like Tim Burton for some reason. I didn't feel like
The
it did.
look of it.
Did
Did
it?
Yeah,
did
I
it like
th-
morph into
To me, it's
something
more
else?
like did it more into like typical stuff?
Yeah.
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 I thought it would
Like
be
it's
darker
definitely
than it was.
problematic. Yeah, but you know,
I think you do that a lot.
yeah, you do that all the time.
No, but with Tim Burton, like with the monsters and shit in it, I thought they would have like a Beetlejuice type
well,
feel
his
to them.
I think he makes dark looking films that aren't dark.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't want to confuse.
He never has
those.
like a movie that like is heavy and like
Yeah, they're
you
not
know?
like morbid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Except for Beetlejuice, but that's
it's
light
like,
about
it's like morbid
it. Yeah.
curiosity.
I'm
Exactly.
not trying to hammer the nail, but I think
Yeah.
Batman Returns is very fucking dark. The whole
That's
time.
probably why he didn't make a third one.
Well, you're right. I don't think it's that gets like tongue in cheek though, if I can remember.
It does, but I don't know.
It's probably darker
But
than
There's a
some
lot of
his.
dark shit in that.
It,
movie.
You're right. You're right. Yeah. That movie scared me.
That like that era. Even I mean,
Well, I think that's
this movie.
What's uproot that
I
Batman?
loved watching this movie.
Batman. Oh, Ed Wood?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, I
it's definitely better than Batman Returns.
I gave
No.
Nick my copy of Ed Wood like
Not going
5
No.
or 6 years ago to watch, and he just didn't fucking watch it. And I said, "All right, give it back. You're not
Nope,
gonna
I
watch
didn't
it."
watch
I think I remember that.
Didn't watch it.
I was like, I knew
Didn't
you would
have
like
any
it.
interest. At the time.
Why?
I
You
just,
love Tim Burton. I don't.
I just figured I'd think it was boring.
Yeah.
But and also the acting of the movie. It's good. I think Martin Landau's great in it. But there's like this like kitschy like 50s vibe.
well, that he surrounds himself with freaks, just like Sarah Jessica Parker's always saying.
Oh, for sure.
Bill Murray's character.
Oh, I love it.
Bunny
Yeah,
Breckenridge.
he's-
But
yeah.
I'm saying like the deliveries, it feels stagey, like a 50s movie. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, oh no, what's wrong with you? Like
It's crazy because I looked up that bunny guy in real life, and he was super rich.
yeah.
He was a son of a vice president and the founder of Wells Fargo. Why didn't he ever ask him to donate to his movies?
That's funny.
What
That-
guy?
Bill Murray's character.
Oh,
Yeah, he was openly gay in the 1950s, and that's amazing.
I was gonna talk to you about this. What do you think about okay, first of all, how do you think the movie handled the transvestite issue, the topic?
Great.
Yeah, I don't think it. I don't
There's
think
nothing offensive. He likes to
it
dress
do-
up in women's clothing.
It's not.
I think that's
It's
fun.
not funny.
Well, I don't think.
Well, it's not making fun.
It's not
No,
played
no,
up
yeah,
for
yeah.
comedy. No.
No,
Yeah.
he's not a punchline.
But it is
No.
funny that he says, I love women. I just like dressing
Yeah,
up in
yeah.
women's
Yeah.
clothes.
But I'm
yeah.
saying it's not making fun of him.
Yeah, no.
I didn't feel any of that.
He's sincere.
Yeah.
The movie doesn't make fun of him at all.
Oh, I don't know Tim Burton personally, but I could not see him making fun of something like that.
Well, no,
Due to-
but there's movies that do.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
I don't know, like off the top of my head, but like I don't know, fucking like white chicks. A guy wearing women's clothes. That's
yeah,
a fucking joke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like.
Well, they do it in an earnest way.
Yeah. And the parts that are funny, it's just because it's super earnest, and this guy just like, I have to open up about this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell
He's
you.
like, I've never told anyone.
Yeah.
I thought he was just saying that to sell. I thought he was just saying that
Yeah.
to sell himself.
Well, they
in
show
the
part
beginning.
where he's in bed with Sarah Jessica Parker, and she's like, my
sweaters
sweaters keep
Yeah,
going missing,
yeah.
and
I
it,
didn't
like
connect
he
that.
turns over, and you can tell he's like, oh shit.
Oh, you didn't realize?
I didn't connect that at first when I
Um,
saw it.
Is this the first time you saw it?
Mhm.
This is a repeat for me.
I've always since I first saw it, I've loved this movie.
I love Patricia Arquette in it.
Yeah,
And I love when they're riding, the haunted house ride, and it stops, and she tells him
Oh,
on their
yeah.
first date. It's an awesome moment,
and
she's
she
just
doesn't
like,
care either.
She's just like, okay.
Yeah.
Even the people that do care, like that studio head, the trashy studio head's like, I don't make pictures for people who want to,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. But he's not like,
Who, the guy on Dumb and Dumber?
yeah,
yeah.
Now, do you think? Because I was going to bring up a second point. Now, do you think people accepted it as well as they did in this movie?
Oh no,
No,
but I don't know that he. Okay, this movie's
Not based in
optimistic.
reality.
Yeah, not based in
Yeah.
reality.
Yeah.
His the way he died is also super sad because he was
Yeah.
homeless. He was living with a friend, homeless. He didn't get
He's
any
an
fame.
alcoholic.
He wasn't that nice of a guy. I heard. Like, yeah,
Who, Ed Wood?
Yeah,
he did
Yeah.
some skeezy things.
Didn't he get married? He got married to Patricia Arquette.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he was homeless
yeah.
when he
Thi-
died?
But this isn't this isn't like true.
No.
Yeah. This isn't.
He
the
didn't
true,
meet,
true.
or he didn't go. He never had success in his life. He does not know that he was. He never knew he was considered the worst director of
He
all time.
died in his 50s.
Yeah.
And like a weird periodical magazine came out 2 years later that said that voted him as the worst movie. And that's when I told you guys it voted The Exorcist 2 as the second worst movie of all
Oh,
time.
really?
It's from that book that deemed it.
Huh.
And that's where all these people got it.
Who directed Extras 2? Peter or William Friedkin?
No.
Oh.
I don't know who did it.
That's funny. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's from some weird book that surveyed readers or something.
And another thing that there was a Roger Corman-esque moments where he saw like footage and he was like, "Oh, I could use this for a whole movie."
Yeah.
Roger Corman has done that.
Yeah, that's what he
Like
did.
get ideas from stock
or
footage,
just
basically.
using stock footage for whole
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, which is, unfortunately part of why his movies are so
Yeah,
incomprehensible.
Yeah, his movies aren't good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
But
there
there's-
is like
but there's
a
something about
yeah,
it.
there
They're not
is
the worst
something.
movies ever made.
Yeah.
Who, Ed Wood? That were your Roger Corman.
Well, both.
Just
'cause
that style of
Ed
Yeah.
Wood
movie
has
maker.
seen Ed Wood has seen like this. He was watching that stock footage because the guy's like, "Hey, Ed, come here, look at this," and it's like, he uses the octopus footage.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and I'm just saying that reminds me
And,
of
like,
That's
the
something Roger Corman would do.
Yeah.
That
To
scene with
save
the
money.
octopus.
The octopus didn't even have a motor, and like they still.
he's just rolling around.
Yeah.
with
Every take, he's like, "That's great.
Yeah.
Print it."
Print
That's
it.
it. That's all we need.
No
I
backup.
love when Tor runs into the door and he's like, "That's real."
Yeah.
His explanation. That's
George
awesome.
the Animal Steel.
Yeah.
He sounds
Yeah.
so dumb.
There's definitely something great to watch somebody who is so into the thing they do,
hmm
but is not good at it.
Yeah.
We know, we've seen it. It's everywhere. But
He's up all night.
yeah,
He's up all night, and even poor freaking Bela Lugosi's like 70 years
Yeah.
old. He's all up all night, and they're all like, "We're so tired." And he's like, "Me too."
slept.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just like so buzzed by it, and it's
It's kind of inspiring.
it's
yeah.
totally inspiring. Yeah, I love that. Just fucking be you
Yeah.
and make whatever you
Do it.
whatever you want to do. Collect
People
Batman,
tell him.
collect Batman shit.
Yeah,
talk on a podcast. Do whatever you fucking want to do.
I kind of felt because Ed Wood in the beginning is like, I'm almost 30 and I haven't done anything. I feel so it feels so relatable
Yeah.
because we're like that kind of
Yeah,
age,
yeah.
But we're playing Henderfest. We got Henderfest.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, for sure. It's awesome. It rules.
And
okay.
he,
You go.
I think the best scene is my favorite scene has always been when he meets Orson Welles.
Oh yeah.
And Vincent D'Onofrio is amazing as him.
That's not even his voice.
Of course, is it Orson Welles' voice? Because it sounds exactly
Well, I read
like
that
it.
Tim Burton wasn't really happy with the way
Vincent
D'Onofrio's
D'Onofrio?
voice was, so he got it dubbed by someone else.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm watching Pinky in the Brain, you know, or something. And everything, how they relate to everything and agree on every point is just funny because they're the polar opposites in terms of quality, but they have the same.
Now, Nick, did you catch that famous line?
Which
about having what's the actor Planet of the Apes actor
Charlton Heston.
as a Mexican. That's Touch of Evil.
Oh,
Where he
yeah,
plays a Mexican guy.
He's about to make this big thriller.
Isn't that funny?
yeah. I didn't catch it in the movie, but
another scene I like. It's kind of out of nowhere, but it just fits for that weirdo vibe when they're having a party. I think Plan 9 maybe it was like a rap party or something like that. But he comes out in like the little like veil and he's like dancing.
Oh,
and he's
I think that might be Bride of the Monster.
okay,
Yeah.
and he's he's wearing women's clothing and he's dancing and he like undoes his mask and he has no fucking teeth and he's just and it just looks so awesome.
That's when Sarah Jessica Parker's like,
Breaks
you
up
all
with them.
freaks.
Yeah. It's just this is a love letter to movies and freaks, and I really like this one too.
Yeah, it's awesome. Definitely his best. Definitely better than Batman Returns.
For sure, better than Batman Returns.
I think it's better than every Batman movie ever made.
I agree.
Really?
I like Dark Knight quite a bit.
Yeah,
but
Dark Knight's pretty sick.
This is more my thing.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not
You know.
gonna fucking get into this.
No, do it.
Go ahead.
Why not?
Let's
This
hear
is-
it.
You
Hey.
always say this. You always say, "Oh, wait till the pod.
Mhm.
Wait till we get into this."
Hey, is this film noir?
because it's black and white.
High contrast lighting, black and white.
it's not.
Is Transformers?
No, it is not.
Transformers. Why is this the thing?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Glenn Ross was a funny one to
Well,
me.
I think that was a good question because it's influenced by like that era of filmmaking, but I don't think it is.
What, Glenn Ross? How?
Of like the lighting?
You might want to say what we're talking about because these people probably have no fucking clue.
Oh, he asked if it was film noir.
I
Yeah.
asked if Glenn Ross was film noir.
Yeah,
Like Whisper.
I mean it's not like no, but lighting wise,
Well, you could say that Ed Wood was then too.
well, German, the
German expressionism.
yeah. So
But I don't know that film noir is that German expressionism. It's
there's some. I mean,
we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, there's some blatant like.
We'll talk about
You could say something is like anything if you find the little
threads.
thing.
We'll
Yeah.
talk about it in 2 months.
What movies that look like neo
Oh.
noir movies?
Convoluted theme.
Nope.
Yeah.
But yeah, I loved Ed Wood.
I loved it as well.
I loved her. So Nick, what are you gonna give it?
I'd give it a 3.5. I liked it.
Nice. What about you, Ben?
This is the first time doing this. I'm giving this a 5. I love this movie.
What about you?
4.5.
I'm gonna give it a 4. It's very enjoyable. This is the second time I watched it, and I think I enjoyed it more this time.
The only thing I think it feels a little long at parts because
Yeah.
it does get
It's
it's
a little-
over 2 hours.
It's a little.
Yeah,
it's
but
loose.
I feel like it needed to be just about that
Yeah, I don't
long,
know if
just
they
to-
could have really cut anything to make it shorter, but
I think they could have cut stuff.
maybe
But
maybe some
I think
stuff.
they want to like kind of hit like the highlights.
Yeah, the
of his-
3 big movies.
Yeah,
that
and
he
they
made.
kind of. But I like everything in it. So
Yeah.
the fact that it's not like super tight doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
No.
And on the same token, Matinee, I think that was about the right length.
How long is
needed
that?
to
I
be.
was
No,
gonna
an hour
mention
and
that too.
40
Focus
minutes.
on
I
one
think.
event.
Both of these movies are kind of loose in structure, but
Yeah.
they just work.
Yep.
So what's next?
Next, we will be talking about Barton Fink, which was made by the Coen brothers, and Sunset Boulevard. Never seen Sunset Boulevard.
Both
Spooky.
a couple of my favorite movies.
Cool.
Now Sunset Boulevard noir.
Probably.
I don't know because I've never seen it.
I don't know.
I think I've heard it called that before.
It kind of
but
is.
Yeah.
Hollywood.
Hollywood
Noir.
noir.
It's like that era.
Yeah, for
of
sure.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like there's a voiceover, there's murder, there's suspense.
Like, because I read the comic series by Ed Brubaker called The Fade Out.
Yeah.
And that's like all this kind of shit.
Very yes.
Like
yes.
Hollywood
Did you finish
Studio. Yep.
Is it
It's only
complete?
3 books.
Okay.
Yeah.
I read a big chunk of it and I liked it.
Yeah.
I love that. All right. Do we have anything else to talk about?
Plug the email, anotherlookpod@gmail.com.
We have a Facebook now too, which is
Yes.
facebook.com/anotherlookpod.
We use that for just posting.
We'll show you news, what we're watching,
what we
anything.
like.
Yeah,
I'm trying
whatever.
to post about the movies that we're gonna watch,
Yeah,
that kind of stuff.
some extra
Post what we like.
information. Yeah.
What we want to do. And Nick is. No, I'm next, aren't I?
Yeah, you're next.
Yep,
So
you're
I'm
next.
I'm gonna
Very
start
cool.
bubbling up some ideas and thinking. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So, thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.